Hello and welcome to the second episode of the Real Boys podcast. Hope you enjoy.
We should probably introduce Jaren. Say hello, Jaren.
I'm Stud.
Oh, great.
Jaren.
Yes, you're Stud. Stud Jaren, same thing.
Yes.
Started off with a lot of podcasts that were, I remembered that was
Also known as Arousal.
Also, isn't it Nova? I knew Nova Nuke is the banner I made.
Oh, so you did update the banner.
Even better.
I did make a new one, yeah.
Okay, cool.
No,
cool,
we don't.
cool.
Old retard on there.
Something I wanted to talk about was one of my friends. He's supposed to be on the podcast today, but he couldn't make it, unfortunately, because he had to work. He has Spotify
What a
Premium,
nerd.
and he's willing to give us the Spotify Premium, so once we have enough episodes, we can put it on Spotify.
Ooh, how does that work? So it's
Ooh.
just if we have a certain amount of episodes we could upload?
Yeah, you have to have 5 episodes.
Ooh, okay.
And then he can actually help promote us, because he goes to, so
Ooh.
he'll get, some new fans from there.
Is it
Oh
Joseph?
boy. I know some people from and
They're cool.
Mm-hmm.
that's a word, I guess.
I don't know,
Some are addicted to ecstasy.
ah,
Yeah, we want that fan base, right?
yeah,
Of
yeah.
course.
That's actually the people we want, so they can relate to my stories.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just broke my slipper.
That just reminds me of what you guys told me. You were like, we tried to do the podcast without you, Leonstone, and it went to chaos.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
didn't even start. We just knew we would get so off track.
You
It
just
wouldn't
kept
be
making
Yeah.
jokes, and you were
productive.
like, this isn't a podcast.
This is just to comfort ourselves. Talk about us being nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I love meaning nothing.
Well, we can talk about kind of what we want this channel to be first.
A channel?
Yeah, the actual channel itself.
No, that
Yeah,
was
I
his
want it
answer.
to be
He
a
wants
channel.
it to be a channel. I knew that was his answer. Yeah.
Thank you.
My chair is loud.
Obviously, this is mostly for the podcast, but we'll probably post other stuff on it. Because you guys went to Freddy's.
Hardcore porn.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
You posted other
Oh,
stuff
I thought we
on
were
it.
thinking the same thing.
All on the same mind. You guys went to Freddy's after we posted the first episode. And I did.
Celebratory
Yeah.
lunch.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what lunch was for a second.
It's got over 100 views so far, which is good.
Wait,
Yeah.
I haven't checked it in like a day.
Yeah.
It's got 106 views as we speak.
Ooh.
I know, dude. That's insane.
What?
Yeah.
You're just confused now. And then we have 16 subscribers.
Somebody commented, imagine using the Fortnite logo as the decal of your choice.
Yeah, that's right. They're Lawson.
Oh wait, that's
That's
them.
Cagetheloser.
That's them.
Yeah.
But,
But,
Arcade. So let's meet up at Hyde Park, and I'm gonna bring my Glock. And
Oh.
Whoa.
Wait, what does this turn into?
it's a rivalry.
That's
Oh.
got very arcade.
I've never even
called
talked to
out.
him in person.
That was pretty intense. I want to get 5 episodes out for the podcast so we can put it on Spotify. But I also don't want to grind, just every 5 episodes in 3 days.
No,
And then-
let's torture Bill. It took
That's
him
what I was
8 hours to
thinking.
to edit the first one. Let's make him stay up for a solid 40 hours just editing.
See, I'd be fine with doing that on a weekend, though.
Staying up for 40 hours?
Well, you know.
Yeah. I listened to the podcast a couple times to try to get myself used to listening to my voice.
Oh, I
That
hate
way
my
I
voice.
that way I can edit
Mm-hmm.
the first.
I want to cut out my vocal cords.
Oh.
Speaking of fucking torture, you want to talk about
It's not
teachers?
torture if you like it.
That's a good point. You want to talk about teachers? 'Cause
No, that is torture.
Mhm.
that's actual torture.
In a lot of cases, yeah.
'Cause you said
Speaking
you
of-
had You had you had a story about that, didn't you?
Wait, who are you talking to?
You.
Me?
Yes. You just said you had a story about that.
Teachers. Okay, first thing. Bill, what's that essay about?
Okay, so in our English class,
Demon.
Yeah, we have a teacher that we refer to as Demon.
Demon.
But we're writing.
If you saw her room, you'd understand.
We're writing a paper about audience awareness, how to appeal to certain audiences. Yeah. So why do you need to? I mean, yeah, that's what the paper.
Because
is.
it's due tomorrow and I haven't started.
Oh, that's good.
Wait, what time?
I just got an email from her saying it's due.
Like right now.
It's like rent. Like if you don't get it in, the person that you have to pay rent to just comes in and rapes you. That's pretty much Demon.
What?
Yeah,
that is not what happens. So
yeah.
pays rent. That's not what.
Wait, that's not. Wait. I thought that was exactly what.
You haven't been raped yet?
No, I mean I pay my rent every month.
Oh,
but,
see, that's why.
damn.
So
you want to hold back on like 5 days and see what happens?
My dad's
I
gonna.
bet you have something in your butt.
I pay rent to my dad, so you think he's gonna rape me?
No, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. No, I haven't met your dad. Unless your dad's name I'm not saying.
My
Bill, you know who
okay.
I'm implying.
Okay, we probably need to stop that.
Is that his dad?
No.
What?
We'll tell you about it later.
Okay. For me, like my stories about teachers,
Mm-hmm.
I had a teacher at the school that Bill and I went to, and I didn't care about the class. It was a college class. It was English, and I turned in an essay and some assignments in like 4 days late for the 5th time that week. And
you really remember this?
yeah, she looked me dead in the eyes and was just like, "You're a mess." And I just looked right back and I was like, "Yeah," and I just walked out the classroom.
Oh.
I'd be like, "Thank you, I try."
I hated that class. But I got really high score in my English for the ACT, so thank you.
Someone really dislikes their spacebar.
I just clicking buttons.
Oh, I just opened up Madden. Whoops.
You had it on your keyboard? What? On your computer?
No. Space. Yeah, space is like select on Xbox, and I just pressed space and it opened up Madden. So now I'm looking at who is that? Peyton Manning's face.
What Madden is it?
20.
Alright, that's good. If you bypass like 20, if you're like, actually no, like, what was it? Madden 25 was the one where you could update the players every year. There's no reason to bypass that because it's the same game every year.
I mean, I wouldn't know.
I've never played Madden besides this Madden.
The only Maddens I've ever played were like super old Maddens. Like for the
Yeah,
GameCube.
no, I hate sports games.
Yeah.
They're garbage. People need to play real games.
Yeah,
Or
we
just
gotta
play
play
sports.
old shooty games.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say that, but like Tetris.
I think I played that once in my life.
Really? Well, you're looking at a top percentile in the entire country.
Leonzo always flexes about how great he is at Tetris, and then I beat him with my eyes closed.
Shut up.
He talks about Tetris, he gets instant erection.
Exactly. I'm waiting for
It's like,
Kansas City so I can go.
I'm top percentile of the country. He's like, no big deal. What's that, Leonzo? Don't look.
Don't look. You don't have any actual stories, Jared, do you, of like teachers and stuff?
I might.
What kind of stories?
Yeah.
Like math teachers being unable to do math?
Yes.
Yes, I have a
English
perfect
teachers
one.
being able to do English,
Okay, Bill, I might mess up on this story, so you might have to...
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, so it was the day the drug dogs came. And I don't know if she was just scared because she apparently carries drugs on her, or...
No.
I mean, it would explain a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Or
That Mike.
if she's just genuinely terrible at math.
Probably both.
Because we were sitting there, and class was supposed to be out, what was it, like 9?
Yeah. Class usually gets out at like 9:15, I think.
No, it usually gets out at 9:25, but we were on the shortened schedule that day, so it's supposed to be 9:15, I think.
Yeah.
But, so we're sitting there, and it was like 9:30 almost. And she looked at the clock, and she goes, okay, we're 30 minutes past when class was supposed to be out. And I just kind of look at Bill, and I was like, it's supposed to be 15 minutes.
Yeah, we were.
Like, that's not right.
And then she said, we're supposed to be getting out here at 9:40, and keep in mind, it was like 9:30, and she goes, so we have 20 more minutes. I was like, wait.
Yeah, and the thing was, is like she was saying all this because we were taking a test that day, right?
Yeah.
So she was trying to be like, no, you can't do your test tomorrow. Like, you can't finish your test tomorrow because we've already been in here for like. She was like, we've already been in here for half an hour longer, and it's been like 10, 15 minutes past like what it actually was.
Yeah. And she also said, oh yeah, you'll have time to do this Monday.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the class, she said, oh no, this is due right now.
Yeah. It's
I
so
hate
dumb.
you.
And I didn't answer a single question.
On the entire quiz?
Yeah, it's still in my bag.
Very smart.
Wow.
I think I'm going to go in tomorrow after school, maybe.
Listen, I had a trick teacher where she gave me a 0 on the exam because I didn't turn in the paper saying I wouldn't cheat. And then I turned it in and she didn't respond to me. So I emailed her and she didn't respond. And then I was like, all right, well, I had to drop the class because otherwise it's going to like destroy my GPA and I won't get that.
Mm-hmm.
And then after
Dude, I need to drop like every class.
After I dropped the class, she emailed me a couple hours later and was like, ooh, so that you dropped the class. That's a big L. And I was like, are you serious? You respond to me now after I dropped the class? She's like, better luck next year.
Wow.
Like, she just let me
Would've killed her.
No.
That's a little extreme, but you know what? I like the enthusiasm.
Yes, enthusiastic.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
had
know the
something-
perfect method.
Oh, the drugs. That's what it was. Okay. So
Oh
you
yeah,
said-
the drugs. Let's
No,
move on
I was
to that.
trying to remember. I trying to remember what you
Let's
started the
avoid
story
murder.
with. You had the drug dogs came, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
How many times did those come for you?
Twice a year.
Yeah, I was gonna say a couple times a year.
So we had them once at my old school, and then we had them once at
Beep.
we had them once at the other school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when I was at my old high school, it was just me, no Bill. Big sad.
No Bill. Yeah, Bill wasn't born yet.
Yeah, Bill wasn't alive last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had like everyone was like freaking out because like a couple kids had drugs,
Oh.
like weed in their lockers. But the people who got caught were the people who had vapes. So my friend, he had no drugs. He had a vape in his car, and they found it, and he got suspended for like 3 days.
Oof.
My roommate, he had weed ashes, so he didn't have any actual weed. They found the ashes in his car, and he got suspended for like a week. Someone had
I know. I recognize those ashes.
Someone had weed in their
That's
locker,
weed.
and they didn't get caught.
But they found the ashes.
But they found the ashes. So these dogs
Okay,
are complete
so-
garbage.
Oh yeah, no, they are.
Fucking dogs. Like,
There's a girl in our math class. You know, during the time she couldn't do math, we got called out to the hall while the drug dog went in. We come back in, and this girl's bag is thrown like against the wall. And keep in mind, her bag's like $1,000. Like she's one of those people. And she picks it up and she looks at the front of the bag, and there's a big bite mark, like
Yeah.
where the dog just grabbed it and threw the bag. And I was like, I was like, those cops knew what happened, and they walked out of that classroom like nothing happened. Like they just pretended that dog didn't just finesse this girl's $1,000 bag.
Can you like sue at that point?
We were
Like,
talking about that. We were joking about it.
Like
I
genuinely
would.
think,
I bet you could.
Yeah.
I sue for $3,000.
That reminds me. You guys remember the
I remember that.
I don't want to say it because it's like there's a commercial of like the mall that we live next to.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and
boy.
the girl sued.
Wait.
Wait.
Yeah, the girl who sang sued because she was getting made fun of, and then they gave her an iPod or
Are you
iPhone.
serious?
Yeah.
That's dumb.
I'm gonna pretend I was in that ad.
So
As if
for
they
context,
can't find it.
yeah, I'm sure,
No.
I'm sure
Wipe
people,
it from the database.
I don't know if you want. I don't really want to bleep out that entire part, but like, yeah, there's an ad for the mall we live next to, and it was pretty dumb.
Mm-hmm.
It just blew up. What was
Oh
it?
my god. I remember seeing on like meme pages that followed on Instagram of that ad, and I was just like, I'm ashamed of our town.
I remember thinking this exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I wish I didn't live.
I
Like,
wish
within
I didn't
100
live
miles.
10 minutes away
Yeah.
No, just
from that mall.
Just period after live.
Yeah, I wish I didn't live.
Was it?
If only I had Disney Plus.
Oh, yo, I've been looking into that, right? Just for the Mandalorian. So it's like $7, and
You want to share your account with me?
I mean, I don't really know how that works, but like I know it's like $7, and I get the
Disney
Mandalorian.
Plus is?
Yeah, a month.
Oh, that's not a deal. I'd rather buy YouTube Premium for $15.
What do
Why?
you get with the YouTube Premium?
I don't know. I actually got
game?
it for free. I'm using it right now.
You can watch Logan Paul's movies.
Oh, nope. I'm canceling my subscription right now.
I thought that was like YouTube Red. Is that like the same thing?
Yeah, I think this is the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, YouTube Premium's pretty much YouTube Red.
But
So you could. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how I was listening to our podcast that day.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, through YouTube Premium because we had that premium account. We had the-
Yeah, if you
was a paid
guys, if you
list.
didn't know, if you upload on YouTube, you get it for free. Life hack, guys. That's not true. Don't listen to me. I'm a liar.
That's what I was going to transition from stealing from Disney to telling a story about me
Oh.
stealing sushi.
Okay.
Sushi.
So have I
What
told
an
you this story,
interesting
Bill?
thing to
No, you
steal.
haven't.
So I went to LA for a jazz band trip. So I'm really cool.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah, I play piano. So we went to a sushi restaurant, like me and a couple friends did, just to, we looked it up. It was a cool place to go. It was really highly rated. Best sushi I've ever had. It was bar none.
I've never
Top.
had sushi.
Noise.
Oh, it's good.
I don't think I've ever had
But-
sushi either.
They had a rule,
Isn't it
right?
raw fish?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically.
Sounds amazing.
They had a rule at the place that if you ordered sushi, you had to finish it because they would come in rounds because it was a buffet.
Mm-hmm.
And if you didn't finish it, you would have to pay $1 for every roll.
Oh.
Well, I'm broke.
So you just ran.
No. So what
That's what I
happened
would
was
have done.
one of my friends ordered extra rolls because we were all paying on the same tab because we were all just like splitting rolls.
Mm-hmm.
No, I looked at him and said, "Okay, how many extra dollars you have?"
Yeah. So we were like, oh, we gotta finish it. Like we're gonna help him out because he ordered extra rolls for some reason. So we have like 6 rolls left.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not paying for it because I didn't order them. So basically, what happened is
Stuff
My
him in
one-
the shirt.
no, my one friend would put them in their mouth,
Huh.
and then they go to the bathroom and spit it out. Well, I've eaten so much food that I put it in my mouth, and then I almost vomit.
Oh.
So I basically put it in my mouth, spit it out. And I'm like, I gotta do this. Like, everyone's like, bro, you gotta eat it. Like, you gotta do something with it. Put it in your mouth and take it. And I'm like, I can't put it in my mouth. I'm done. So I grab up my napkin, put it in the napkin, and then I put it in my pocket and walk to the bathroom and throw it away. And while I'm doing this, apparently the owners were watching me, and they were like all the people that were like the waiters were like they were like talking and whispering, and like we had already paid, and like we so I pretty much did that, and then we just left.
Oh,
So they
that's like reverse stealing.
Basically, yeah. Like I did
You
want to
cheated them of $5.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Pissed.
they were like, bro, what the heck? But they were all like Chinese, so they were like,
So,
yeah,
Oh.
ching chong, ching chong,
Yeah. Okay.
ching chong. Can I eat a ding dong?
Oh.
Sorry to the bread people.
Or we call our Chinese teacher Miss Bread because of her name. All right.
Whatever.
So
All right.
in
We can. Oh, now that Jaren said, we can actually talk about ghost stories.
ooh, true. I had a quick stealing story though.
Okay. We'll let Bill talk about that.
Okay, so in like I don't know, like 6th grade maybe. So like of course I couldn't drive. I was a 6th grader or what? Not maybe even.
You couldn't
younger.
drive in 6th grade?
Shut up, Jared. And I always stayed after school because you know I had to wait for someone to come pick me up, and my parents were always working. So one time, like you know, we would go outside or go to the gym depending on what the weather was like for like aftercare or whatever. And one day, we were all still.
You stole a car to go home.
No.
Oh, okay.
What are you talking about?
we were in like the classroom before we went anywhere, and me and one of my friends that was there in the class with me, we both I think I asked to like go to the bathroom, and he said he needed to get a drink or whatnot, and we met up outside. We sprinted to the gym where you know there would be like the concession stand and stuff for the games, and there was this chain. So like picture you know those like fridges that they have with like 2 doors that swing open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It has a chain on that.
yeah, they had a chain around the handles, but you could pull it open just enough to where you could get your arm in. So, so we opened it up just enough, right? Put a chair down, went over the top of the door, and like knocked down this huge tube of like super long Laffy Taffy sticks. We took like half of them. Managed
That's like
managed to get
literally
it back
stole.
inside of the thing, close the doors back, and then we didn't know what to do with them once we had them. So we ended up just putting them down
Eat
our
'em.
pants, because that was like the only place where they couldn't go anywhere.
Not the shirt or anything.
Well, that would look
Down the
weird, but, like,
pants.
so we each took our shares, and then walked back into the classroom, and then like got back.
Okay,
in the
you
corner and
said
put them in our
small. You said small robbery. This is like a grand heist.
It was
You stole
pretty
Laffy
intense.
Taffy.
And you know, you'd hear people walking by outside, and you'd get scared, and you like run back real quick and hide, and then get back out.
Yeah, you hear like little footsteps outside. You're like,
my freshman year,
Mm-hmm.
my last like week of school, we didn't have anything to do, so I was like, "Hey, can I go get my Xbox from home?" And they were like, "Do you have parents' permission?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Can you call them?" And I was like, "No, they're at work right now." But I like called them, and they were like, "No, sorry, like you can't do that." So a friend and I snuck out of school and we ran to my house, grabbed my Xbox, and ran back. And we did this every day for a week.
What?
Because they didn't...
you didn't get caught?
Never, no. Because back then, it was my freshman year, right? So that's, 5 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have any cameras. So, like, they had cameras, obviously, but I knew where all the cameras were. So we would just go under them. And, like, if they're not going to check the cameras unless they had a reason to check them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the principal's sitting in his office. He's like, I have a feeling I need to check these cameras. I feel like 2 students have ran off.
I sense an Xbox.
And basically,
I sense an Xbox on the premises.
I literally would just be like, "Oh, can I go use the restroom?" And then we'd both go use the restroom, and then because the way it was is there was a camera to the way to the restroom, but you couldn't see us. The camera couldn't see us walk out of the door, basically. Like you couldn't see us turn instead of going to the restroom.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things I was going to talk about is my friend or Doze,
Your friend.
who he did give us a Spotify Premium account, and he's been giving me like ideas for like future podcasts and stuff. One of them is like I get a bunch of friends who I work with, and we all just get like blasted, and we just do a podcast, which will be probably pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
He had one where he said,
You're gonna get blasted to space?
Exactly.
Yes. Where we all
wanna
get high on
go.
LSD and do a podcast. And I was like,
Oh,
no, that's
that
not
blasted.
happening. I was like, we're not getting on LSD and then trying to do a podcast. We'd just be staring at the screen and
Confused.
freaking out.
Yeah. No, you'll be like, "Hi, welcome to today's episode," and it's gonna be like an hour of silence. Be like, "Okay, thank you for listening."
But I don't know. He's really.
Okay,
Guys.
for anyone listening, I was trying to like ask him like in our Discord what the next topic is that we were gonna talk about so that we wouldn't have to mention it, and he put Ghost, G-O-H-S-T. That's why we all started laughing. Okay.
I'm afraid of ghosts.
This podcast is gonna have a lot more edits because we're not like tired, so we can't just talk about things. We actually are thinking,
Mm-hmm.
which is normally what we
No,
do.
I never think. I don't have a brain.
We know, Jaren.
It's also Jaren's also going off topic every time, but that's
What
fine.
are you talking about? No, I'm staying on topic.
We can't talk about ghost stories because we talked about it the Zero podcast.
Okay, we're gonna do that at 3 a.m. for views.
For views, we can once I come back, we'll just start.
Yeah,
the
we'll
podcast
record.
and we'll,
Yeah,
we'll edit it.
sounds
we'll edit
good.
it in. Right, Bill?
Mm-hmm. Like
He's
you
not
said,
gonna be
we'll
awake.
edit it.
Yeah, we'll edit. That is something I kind of want to talk about. Is
Bill's
I
gonna
kinda
be dead
wanna-
asleep with his sloths.
Yeah. Oh God. Bill, please put that in the like. Put that in
Yeah,
the
put
podcast
that in as a
right now.
picture.
I'll edit
The
it
picture
in.
you sent me, you'll
Okay.
send me. Oh yeah, that's what I want to talk to you about.
Mhm.
Can't say they're on crack.
So, we haven't really have a format for the podcast yet. We've literally only had one episode. This is our second, and we've already changed a person. Lawson's not here right now.
Yeah, the person that was on the screen, he was not part of the plan, but somebody put him there instead of me.
All right, shut up. I just did that because I thought he'd be part of it, and then I realized we have already more views than his
Entire
most viewed
channel.
video. Yeah, with one video.
Yeah.
But one of the things I want to talk about is how we edit this. So I was gonna have you send me the video to make sure that all your edits are right because
Because of some mistakes last time.
yeah, you made a couple mistakes last time.
Yeah.
Spent 8 hours and still had mistakes.
Okay, listen, I had to do it almost 3 times, and it was perfect the first time. Like, I spent so much more time the first time, and the second time's like, I don't want to waste another 3 hours editing and 1 hour uploading, so I just used like an hour and a half of editing, something like that, the second time through.
Eventually,
All right,
we're gonna
it's
have to set up
it's
a-
time for me to go eat. I'll be back.
Alrighty, we'll see you.
Yep.
We're gonna have to set up a schedule for the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
so that way, like,
I was thinking
You know,
at first that we could release one every Monday, but then I realized a lot of times we'll be recording on weekends. So I'm thinking like maybe like, I don't know, sometime in the middle of the week would be better.
that's the thing is like we need a recording day
Mm-hmm.
more than release day. Release day, obviously, we're gonna need because so people can know what to expect. Listen to our daily podcast,
Mm-hmm.
but daily podcast. Ooh. You the edit
Maybe one
every day.
Imagine that. That'd be insane.
We get 100 views per video.
I feel
That'd
like
be
my
nice.
brain would run out of topics.
We'd
in,
have to like pay
2
for an
days.
editor
Oh yeah, for sure. I wouldn't
because
be
you
able
would
to
not
do
be
that.
able to do that.
No, not a chance.
But the thing about a what was it? The thing about a podcast, it is hard to like come up with topics because I have a couple, but we have, we're not tired as we normally are to where we can talk.
Yeah, just
So this
Continuously
podcast is
rant.
gonna. Yeah, this podcast is gonna need a lot more editing, but
Yeah, it'll be
that
fun.
sucks. But with Lost and Gone, I was listening back to the podcast and just noticing.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna talk to Lawson about this. He'll just like go off like completely off topic,
Oh yeah, really.
just
really
like out of
easily.
nowhere, and I'm just like, bro, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Jaren's usually on topic when he's talking about it, which is good. Good
Yeah.
job, Jaren. But we're gonna have to. If anyone wants to be on the podcast, hit us up.
Just type some down in the comments.
Yeah, type something in the comments. We'll probably have you on. You'll need Discord,
Mm-hmm.
probably. We're gonna have some special podcasts probably coming up. We'll like record stuff. I don't know how you can edit that. You probably won't have to if we have it where like, like we have a record. Like everyone's at my house and we'll record a podcast of us hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
But for the channel itself, I kind of want to have the videos like if we go out to eat, we can record that
Yeah.
and post that. That'll be a quick little video.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have to invite me next time. This is getting more success than I thought it would. Like this early on,
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I genuinely thought we were gonna get 10, 20 views on this video.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now we're at over 100
It's pretty
within
crazy.
a couple days.
3 days.
2 days technically. This is the third day.
Yeah.
We haven't even made it to a full 24 hours yet.
20. I understand what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah.
But do you have any like guests you might want to get on?
I'm thinking Misfits.
Dude. Oh, I had a dream about that actually.
Okay.
I forgot about that. Where after we filmed the podcast, I had a dream where Swagger Souls was like just happened to see our podcast and he was like, "It's not bad,"
Mm-hmm.
and then he would like do something on Twitter, like he'd tweet out the video, and then we just get like 1 million views, and I was like, "Let's go!" And I remember like it would like I'd fast forward to like the podcast where like we were just talking to him and being like, "Bruh, freaking love your drug stories."
Honestly.
Those are what got me into like trying LSD once. I feel like every podcast is gonna be a new drug story, but I only have like 5. So one for each Spotify release.
Oh boy.
I didn't talk to you while I was on LSD at all, so you have no idea what the experience was like, do you?
Nope.
It's crazy to say the least. You according to my friends, the more tabs you take, the more likely you are to see hallucination.
Mm-hmm.
And I only took 1, so I didn't really see a ton. I saw a couple where like music was playing,
Mm-hmm.
and I was laying down, and there were like the lights were shining on the ceiling, and the ceilings had holes in them, right?
Sure.
So the holes were moving in like swirls to the music.
That's really weird.
Yeah, but it was super cool. And then the one thing I tell most people who like ask me about this experience is I was playing the Wii for most of it, and I went to play golf, and I like hit in the bunker. I don't remember what hole it was, but I was looking out on the scenery, and the hills were breathing.
Wait.
Like they were moving up and down. And I stared at that for like an hour.
Wow.
So, if you want to see some crazy stuff, take 100 tabs of LSD, and you'll probably die.
Yeah.
And then you'll like have more LSD because if you didn't know, when you die, DMT gets released in the brain, which I've told you. I have told you about that.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, when you die, you take a trip on acid. That's the last thing you'll ever do.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So you might as well just trip earlier because even if you're straight edge, you eventually get a trip. Nothing you can do about it.
I don't know.
Sorry, God. They're like, I don't know. I really don't want to do drugs. Your brain, you could just like tell your brain, you're like, no, stop it. You just never die. Have you had any jobs that you like hate, Bill?
Haven't had very many jobs, period.
That's a good point.
I mean, you know, I do a lot of outdoorsy stuff over the summer, and this one time I showed up at someone's house. Like, I get my grandma gives me like contacts for people, and then they'll give me like jobs, like gardening jobs, mowing, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So one time I show up at this person's house, and they're like, yeah, I just got a little bit of stuff for you to do in my backyard. So I go around their backyard, and I see this huge pile of mulch. You know what mulch is, right?
Yeah.
Like the little like wood chips. And I'm talking like, this is like a 4-foot tall like dome of mulch just sitting there. And I'm like, this is not just going to be a minute. So I end up like using a wheelbarrow and toting around this mulch and spreading it out just around her entire yard. And it takes like 5 hours of doing this.
And they pay you like $10.
I mean, I didn't get paid like that bad. It was probably like $10 an hour or something like that. So I made like $50.
Ooh, that's better than I get paid.
But I mean, this is like hard work. You know, it's like middle of summer. It's probably like 102, and it's just shoveling mulch for 5 hours straight. That was terrible.
For me, I worked at a couple of different jobs. I've score capped for basketball. I worked in retail at a training camp for a football team.
Ooh.
Which is, for anyone wondering, go back at our topic of stealing. People are always trying to steal at those training camps. So my job was basically to like watch if I think someone's stealing,
Mm-hmm.
and they just like be around them. So you know they're like, oh, someone's watching me. Like this is someone who works here.
Mm-hmm.
I never got paid.
So,
Oh.
what I miss out?
Oh, whoa, Jared's back. That was quick.
Oh, just a...
I inhaled it.
I thought you said... Oh,
Snorted
wow.
it like cocaine.
We're talking about jobs. I'm talking about my working at a training camp. But I had to work retail once, where I had to sell like the carts. So they're like little go-karts that you could like... It's a cooler basically, and you can drive it around. Or like when you're tailgating and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I also had to sell these pool caddies. Which, if you don't know what those are, they're as dumb as they sound. It's a tray that you put on a pole, but the pole only fits on like half of the poles in like the world, so they're basically useless.
Mm-hmm.
So
I am so confused.
Yeah, exactly. They're very stupid. They're worthless. They don't make any sense of why you would build them. So I had to try to sell these so I could get a prize. I sold all of them. They had been there for like 5 years.
Did you get the prize?
Yeah. It was a free shirt. I got to pick any shirt I wanted. It was actually like a good prize. Like I was expecting
From
like
where?
something a training camp. So bleep this out, Bill. Just Chiefs training camp.
I'm gonna keep it in.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. I'll keep it in.
Well, if you look up where it is, you know, basically. But
who cares where we live?
But yeah, there were like 6 of them, and they apparently had been there for like 3 years. And I sold all of them because I'm a G.
That's one way to explain it, I guess.
You want to know what I've been looking at the whole time we've been doing this podcast?
I don't know.
My Discord photo.
Oh.
Why? Oh.
You're welcome, by the way.
I love it, Bill.
Thank you. That took me
You
like
make it?
an hour.
You need to take. Oh wait, no. Then
Yeah,
I can't.
If you put it in the,
cannot put that.
you can blur it. I guess.
Censor it.
I'd censor the whole thing.
Just censor the big black part.
Man, I
Oh,
wasn't
man.
figure out what's going on. Oh, something I want to talk about last time is we never talked about. We talked about our names, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we never talked about our gamer tags that we currently have.
Yeah, I know. I realized that too. I noticed I didn't even bring up the one that I'm using right now. And
Yeah, like I was thinking the same thing.
NovaZ Nuke.
Yeah, what's the story behind that?
Okay, so back in Black Ops 3 days,
Mm-hmm.
I joined the clan Nova, but my second name, like, you know, like Phase, like whatever, Phase Rain, all that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mine was like NovaZ Zoop, like ZOOP. But then my account got banned. My account got banned for cheating, which I never cheated.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, dang, I was like, what am I gonna make my new account? And then I was like, I kind of like my last name, so I was like, I was like, I kind of want to put Nuke in there. That sounds cool. So I took the Z from Zoop, and put it behind Nova, so NovaZ, and then Nuke.
Weird.
I was wondering what the Z was.
Yeah, me
That was
too.
very-
It never made
Yeah,
sense in my head.
So that does make sense.
Because I didn't know if it was NovaZ Nuke or if it was NovaZ.
I'm very happy for coming up with that. I love my name.
I never sent the thing to Bill, but I made the next episode thing. Let's
Cool.
just upload that to Discord real quick. My friend who's supposed to be here, he's in the bottom right. His last name is like Dozier or something, and he was like, I don't know what a name go by, so I just came up with Doge. That's his Steam name.
I like it.
It's a bulldozer.
Bullshit, yeah. Everyone else has seen this the entire time, but we just now are seeing. Everyone else is just now seeing this.
Mm.
Yeah, I've never seen this. Oh, Bill, how about you talk about your name?
Yeah, I was about to say Bill.
Sure.
Cool name.
Little sneaky sleuthy boy.
Just one other thing I
Sniped
want
by
to point
sloth.
out before we go on to that is that each of our names are in a different color. I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I meant to do that.
They are?
Yeah, this is in
Yeah,
white.
Oh no, I'm colorblind.
Black, white, gray, green, not colors.
It's literally black and white. Like those are the two ends of the spectrum.
Oh, those are gray.
I did that on purpose. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so my name, right? So I was trying to think of a good name for a Twitch channel, and I already knew I was in a sloth, so that was essential.
Oh yeah, this is very clear.
So it had to have sloth in it, right? So at first, my first idea was sniped by a sloth, because I use like snipers in whatever game I play. I'm one of those kids. Sorry, but I am.
Cancer.
Except you're actually good.
Hope you drown.
But I'm like, snipe, I don't know. I didn't really like that. That didn't just have like the kind of like ring to it that I wanted. And then my sister said, well, why don't you make it LilSneakySloth? I said, ooh, I like that.
That.
So that just stuck, and then I changed my name and all the games and stuff, and yeah.
Lil Slothy Sniper.
I thought you were going to say
What?
Little Slothy Sneaker.
Little Slutty Sniper.
Oh.
I was thinking little slutty, not sloth. We're on the same brain link right there. For my name, I didn't capitalize the letters like Bill did. I was listening to Cage the Elephant, and I was thinking of a name, and I was like, God, I'm so bad at video games. Like, I'm actual garbage. So I just was like, Cage the Loser. That'll work.
Can you imagine being a loser and in a cage?
Exactly. That was my point. Like, I'm
Oh, boy.
caged by
Oh.
society.
Wait, does anybody... Wait. No, never mind.
Well, yeah, then I have a dog as my picture.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah, the Doogie...
Well,
That's a dog? I thought that was a polar bear.
I thought it was a wolf.
that's also
Okay,
a dog.
we all see different things. I'm just
Well,
gonna continue to think it's a polar bear.
If you see my Twitch page, you know what my picture is. It's a dog.
Mm. Oh, wait. It doesn't resemble that dog at all. I'm putting
That's,
a picture of the dog in right now.
Why didn't you put... What's his name? I forgot his name.
Goofy?
Snoopy?
Alex.
Alex Jones?
Oh, Alex Jones.
Yeah, Alex Jones. Why didn't you make him that?
Because I made that instead. Hold on, I'm saying. Bill, you get that
Oh, God.
Yeah, I
That's
think
my-
I remember talking about this dog now.
that's his Twitch logo,
That's my
dude.
Twitch.
Bill, was it you I talked to you about this dog?
Yeah.
I have so many problems with this dog.
Like, wait,
First of all, this dog has been
Keep
hit
this
by
up
at
the
least
entire
30
time.
semis. This dog has been hit. What? His hair.
like what?
His
Does
hair.
I'm confused about like its arm and its
He's
back.
in round 7 of chemotherapy.
Like, look at its arm.
The arm or the back?
Like, I don't know which part is which. Like, there's 3 lines.
No, that's his chest right there. He just had open heart surgery. Also, his ear. His ear's a straight line.
It has a lump on its head.
That's why he's getting chemotherapy.
Its nose is like the same size as its head, and it has like a bite taken out of it.
He had a failed nose job. He had a failed Kim
His tongue's
Kardashian.
Like, look at his tongue. It's like at the front. It's not even part
That's
of
the
the mouth.
front? That's like,
Like,
the...
it's like
Oh.
it's like under the nose.
The longer I look at it, the weirder it gets. It's like such a cursed
That's why I
image.
said. That's why I said just keep it on keep it in the pocket for this entire time.
I'm gonna have nightmares.
You just wake up, and when you open your eyes, this is what you see.
Yeah, this dog's gonna be hanging off my ceiling, just like drooling on me. Like,
It's, God, that's scary.
dude, that's why I grabbed the airsoft gun and just shoot myself.
Have you seen the? There's a meme where it's like, I'm going to commit suicide, and like, it's just Kermit like.
Yeah, jumping off a building.
No. Or there's one where like he's hung, or no, it's not easy being green, and he's hung on a tie, and he's just flying around on a fan, just nonstop. And
But you look up.
They put that in a girl's room, like in a college dorm.
Leonzo
And
just wakes up. He's like, you know what I want to watch today? I want to see Kermit the Frog just getting flung across the room with like a tie.
But they put that in a college girl's room, and she reported them, and they got like in trouble. It's like harassment.
Dude, if this stupid dog just appears in one of my dreams,
I hear it.
that's my actual dog. If I walked downstairs and this thing was somehow running around my house, I'm moving out.
Imagine your family's just laying dead.
It's running would sound like
You just hear
bones
behind him,
cracking.
it's like, you don't want to imagine, Jaren. It's real.
No, if it like turned and stopped and looked at me and said like one word, I'm done. I'm moving out. Like if it tried to, it's Barbara.
Oh.
That's
I just like to
Barbara.
think that it like runs around standing up like a human because it's like in that position.
Its arms are like broken in multiple angles, just like it's deformed.
So
Bill, I
messed
want
up.
you to like bring this picture in, and then take it away, and then bring it back in, and just fade into it.
Okay.
or zoom
Yeah, I
into
have
it.
No.
an idea. I have an idea.
Edit it,
Yeah, alright.
edit it, and just make like the eyes just pure red.
Yeah, I got some good ideas.
We just make this picture the entire podcast so people can
No.
Just throw in different variations of this picture. The last one, just make its eyes like hanging from its head,
Oh.
but it's smiling. Make it smile.
I think
Dude,
it is
This
funny.
creature's smiling. This is not a smile. That is no. Hold on, let me
guys-
find it.
Oh,
Find this.
while you're finding whatever you're trying to find, let's think of our recommended thing and our not and our like our do and our don't. You know.
we totally forgot about that.
Yeah, the do and the don't.
I
recommend?
actually.
This dog is
Oh.
like the dog version of this picture.
Oh.
Empty.
Cursed images. I
I would
recommend
Okay. We
spending
could,
time on your profile picture, like build it.
Yeah, I just don't have a computer, so Bill made one for me, and I said I was gonna make my profile picture whatever he made, and he decided to make this.
Don't recommend. Dog.
dog. Don't recommend creepy dog. Okay, my real recommendations are gonna be recommend
Why do you
Disney
guys keep on
Plus?
saying recommend?
Oh, Disney Plus. It's like,
Yeah.
Did you not watch the last podcast, Jay?
What?
We recommend
just
something
cut out.
and then we don't recommend something each episode.
It's every episode. We're helping people out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so recommend
Wait, what do we
Disney Plus. What do we not recommend?
recommend? I don't. Why not?
Because it's against the law. As someone who breaks
That's
the law
exciting.
every few months.
Yeah, stealing.
Exciting.
We do not recommend stealing.
Don't steal, guys. It's scummy.
Shout out to the guy that robbed the bank about 5 months ago.
What?
You didn't hear about
Oh
that?
yeah, you didn't. Yeah, the guy robbed the bank in the North End.
Oof, I did not hear about that. Can we
Yeah,
please
shout
talk
out.
about that for a second?
I don't know enough to talk about it.
Oh, dang.
I didn't get all the details.
They'll never find the money.
Surprise, it was him.
So,
Let's talk. I'm gonna encourage Robbie for a second. I've done some research in my own Arby's that I work at. I'm sure it's at most Arby's. They don't have cameras in the store. Anywhere. So you could walk in and like steal
I'm
stuff.
liking
and
the
then-
sound of this.
Yeah, like
2
I've been
days
thinking
after
about
release
that,
of the podcast, someone shoots up at Arby's.
no, like you really don't have to do anything. Like you just walk in, rob the place, and then leave.
Hey, Leonzo, your shift starts at 5, right?
Correct.
Okay, see you at 5:30.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Don't be until after I get back from work. Someone just robs it as I'm working.
He walks out, like, he sees me walk in. He's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" He's like, I think a ski mask.
I think you know. If someone honestly robbed Arby's, I'd probably help them. Legitimately, like I would like bro.
Yeah,
like,
get the
some
$10 in the drawer.
Mm-hmm. I think we should end on what I think we're gonna start on next time, like a little teaser. I don't know what that should
So,
be.
next time we're gonna have. I kind of know what we're gonna do next time. Next time we're gonna have a couple of different people
Ooh.
because as I said,
What?
still figuring out this podcast. We're not gonna like have like everyone's gonna be here that's here right now, but we're gonna actually set it up to where more than just 3 of us are here.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've consistently had 3 people here, and then me and Bill by ourselves for a little bit.
Yeah.
Both podcasts. We're gonna have. I'm gonna try to get like 5 people on the podcast. Hopefully, we'll see how that works.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Will they be able to handle my vast knowledge?
Probably not.
Oh
The
God!
video's gonna be coming out tonight. I don't know how it's gonna come out tonight, but you know what it is.
Bill,
And
you shouldn't say that.
That's what you know. What Bill said that last time. Bill said that the video's coming out the night we recorded it last time, and it came out like.
It
2
took
in the
another
morning.
2 days, damn it.
No,
Came
it
out
can't-
in two
no.
2 in the morning. That's
Yeah,
It wasn't the same day, but
It was the next day.
yeah.
exactly. So, Bill, you gonna be able to get this out? And
Yeah, I'm experienced.
hold on, I'm trying to do math.
It's too
About
bad.
7 hours.
So I'm not gonna be
Yeah,
able to watch
easy.
it then to help you. So send it to Jaren to make sure all the editing.
We'll do. But and I'll skim through it as well. But I think
Yeah.
we should finish with a brief.
I can finish with one of my amazing noises.
No, we'll do that. It's not
Please
quite
don't.
done. Like we'll end it with that. But like we still got a little bit
Yes.
longer to go. So
Yeah, we still have
I think
They
we
get
should.
a taste of my skillful noise vocal. Yes.
Yes.
What is going on?
So I think last thing we should talk about is the inevitable PC Master Race.
True.
And
If you don't want to
I don't like
what
this.
are you doing? What are you honestly?
I don't like this.
So-
I don't
so
like
we
this.
have
I'm
two-
being
You're literally
attacked.
dumb.
I'm being attacked.
You're literally stupid. Like
We have
how
both
could you not want
sides.
to
I no.
We have
I'm
both sides of
being
the story here, right? So, but there's something interesting. The new consoles that they're coming out with are supposed to have crazy features.
Yeah,
Except
take
for
that,
They
PC.
cost like double the amount of PC.
Shh,
Do they, though?
shh, shh, shh.
Okay, let's look up. Oh, also, we made a Twitter. Please follow the Twitter.
Yes, I control
Real
Twitter. You follow, please. I'm lonely.
Yeah, we'll have like new uploads, a bunch of just
At-
random stuff.
At Boys Real.
So, what is it like? I think $500.
BOYSREEL.
Why is Death Stranding playing?
I
So,
have asthma.
That's my alarm.
An excuse not to exercise. LOL.
I was just play something. Bill edits. I set up the video format, and then Jaren
I
does
tweet.
the Twitter.
He's a
He does the
tweeter.
Twitter.
I tweet.
And then once Doge comes in, he's gonna do our like marketing basically.
Yeah.
From what I talked about. So he's
You're gonna trust me with marketing?
It's pretty much you and him to like.
Yeah, you're a
spread the
marketing
word.
team. And
Yeah.
Leon,
so
and I are
there's-
video setup and design.
I control the money.
No.
No,
That's not what that means.
I own the account, and Bill also owns the account.
I mean, in a way, you control the money because you, like, get a... Okay,
Yes.
we'll get into that later with sponsorships
Yeah,
and stuff.
once something happens.
This video is sponsored by Wendy's.
Not spawn.
We're not sponsored.
You might want to
video is sponsored
censor.
by Air.
This video is sponsored by my lunch.
It's not sponsored. I wish it was, but
I can sponsor it. You want my sponsorship?
No,
Do you
we
wanna pay
make
for
no
it?
money whenever... Unless you're just directly paying us, you realize... that doesn't even make sense.
yeah, you have to directly pay us.
I'll donate. Wait, no, I'll sponsor for...
You
We'll
might
sponsor a
cut out,
different video.
but whatever.
I was gonna say I'll donate $1.
I have this coupon for a free small fry.
Arby's.
No, for McDonald's, I think. Yeah, McDonald's.
You can get a $1 large fry.
Oh, it's a sticker.
Come see me at... Wait, no, I can't say the street. I about did.
So,
Okay.
to cap it off, do...
you just totally went off topic.
Do go to McDonald's.
No. Do...
Always say you love the cash back.
Do get Disney Plus. Don't steal. Jaren, cap it off with the sound.
Oh.
What the?
I thought that was Jaren for a second.
I did too. I said,
Nah, that's my boy, girl, brother, sister.
Can you give us the podcast or the pig noise?
Oh, the pig
That'll be good sound.
might need a little bit of practice for.
No, we first try. Send it.
Oh God.
I'm
No,
not
I'm just
ready,
gonna do a
man.
random one.
All right, ready.
All right. Okay. I hope you enjoyed listening.
Tune in next week. Okay,
Yeah,
there was another
okay.
one.
or maybe it'll be like 30 minutes like this.
Yeah,
I
alright.
recommend buying all Fortnite's item shop.
Peace, don't do that. That's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Real Boys Podcast. We will be releasing more content soon, so be sure to stay tuned. If you happen to like this video and want to show your support, you can do this by sharing, commenting, liking, and subscribing. Just remember to stay slothy, be the bomb, hand out L's, and most importantly, keep it real.